It is not that hard to avoid monster Airbnb owners like the plague. Let me show you how in under a minute. And by the way, I have stayed in probably close to 30 Airbnbs all around the world. I literally sat down and did the math, and this has worked for me 97% of the time. I've only had a problem with one Airbnb owner, and it wasn't even over the animals. It was over the fact that I'm a content creator, and she thought I was like that type of content creator, like an OF content creator, which thank you. So when you open up the description of the property in Airbnb, you're going to have to do a bit of reading. Read through the description, read through the reviews. That is really important. But the most important section, in my opinion, to vet the personality of the Airbnb owners is actually all the way at the bottom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna scroll all the way to the bottom to the house rules section. Okay, and first of all, you're going to make sure that you are aligned with the house rules. So for example, if you are a smoker and the property says absolutely no smoking, that is not a good fit for you. Find a different Airbnb. But then you're going to take one little extra step, and this is going to take 30 seconds. In the house rule section, you will see an additional rule section. And this is where Airbnb owners can put in like additional guidelines, additional rules, etc., etc. So this is a screenshot from a place that I stayed in that I absolutely loved. And I have found throughout my stays that there is a correlation between the length of this additional rule section and how realistic the Airbnb owner is. I almost view the additional rule section as a tell. It totally like gives you a preview of how stringent or how relaxed that Airbnb owner is going to be. As a rule of thumb, the shorter the additional rule section, the more human, the more empathetic, the more understanding the Airbnb owner is going to be. So for example, in this listing, this was all that was in the additional rule section. But if you see an additional rule section that requires you to scroll once, twice, thrice, do not stay there. That is entirely way too long. If you see an additional rule section that requires an application or a credit check, do not stay there. So let me know in the comments your tips and tricks for Airbnb. And if you found this helpful at all, leave a like and I'll see you on the next adventure.